Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello everyone. This video is part 2 on Custom GPT. I've shared a video yesterday explaining what is Custom GPT and why would you want to create Custom GPT and also where to find Custom GPT. If you have missed the video, please refer the video in my Facebook or on YouTube. This video is on part 2 and I want to show you how easy to create your own custom GPT. I promise, trust me, it's very easy, very straightforward. I'll show you some examples of my own GPT that I have created. Okay, before that, I want to thank those who have sent me personal message to share with me what you have learned and how you use the knowledge to improve your ChatGPT usage and how it has improved your own personal and professional productivity. And also thank to those who send me questions and also suggestions or comment. And I will try to find time to create a video to answer those questions so that everyone can benefits. All right. So now let's head on to ChatGPT. Okay. So as you can see here, I'm already on this GPT page. How do you get here? On the left hand side here, you can find Explore GPT. So just click that, and then we'll take you to this page. On this page, you'll find all those featured GPT and so on, and the different categories. So explore on this page to find those GPTs that probably would be useful for you. But now I want to show you how to create your GPT. Basically, you can see here there's a button create. But before that, I want to show you there's another menu here called My GPT. So after you have created your own GPT, it will be listed or shown on this page. So when I click this, it will take me to my own My GPT page, and it will list all my GPT that I have created. So as you can see here, I have created several GPT. Project pitching, presentation, scenario-based learning, create a lesson plan using Garnier 9 Advanced, Prop K, cerita kanak-kanak, and under each of this title, there's a short description of the GPT, what the GPT does, and you have to be very descriptive because it's going to be very short. So you want to make it short and concise and very descriptive of what the GPT can do, because when people browse the GPT store, these are the information, the short description that would attract them or would attract their attention, whether they want to see, want to explore, or want to try out your GPT. Okay, so spend some time to really create a very descriptive description of your GPT. So I have simple scenario-based learning, Prop K, HOTS, high-order thinking questions, contrasting concepts, stock image metadata, and I have more. Load more here. My portrait, Prop K style. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 GPTs. And as you can see here, one of these GPT here, Prof. K HOTS question, basically high order thinking questions. Just input your topic and this GPT will generate 11 types of thought-provoking higher order thinking questions. There are 40 plus chats, which this means that 40 plus probably people have tried this GPT. Okay. And okay, now to create the new GPT, you can start from here or just now from the previous page. You can also see there's a create button here. So you can use either one. And you can also find under your profile, here, my plan, my GPTs, customized GPT, you can also access to my GPT page from here. But I think for the time being, at the moment, there is some issue. I think when I click this, nothing happened. It doesn't take me to my GPT page. Maybe there's some bugs here, but you can access it from here. Okay, now let's create the new GPT. Okay, when you click create new GPT, it will take you to this page. You can there are two buttons here, create and configure. So if you just starting off, you can use this one, create, and it will guide you step by step how to create the GPT. But most of the time, I prefer to use this one, configure. So I will name the GPT. Okay, I will put the name of GPT, and then I will give a short description, and then the instruction. And this is the very important part. You want to give as detailed as possible. Give the instruction as detailed as possible, how and what you want the GPT to do, to perform. So the effectiveness of the GPT will depend very much on how detailed, how precise the instruction that you will put in here. Then then after that you can put a so-called conversation starters. Basically, these are some of the initial prompt that you can suggest to the user, so they can simply click the prompt and get the whatever task or things that they want to do. Or of course, the user can put their own prompt, but it's good also to put some starter prompt. And then here, upload files, knowledge. If you upload file under knowledge, conversation with your ChatGPT may include file contents. File can be downloaded. Okay. If you want your GPT to perform certain function, and you want to provide kind of a knowledge base GPT, so that you can extract those information from the file that you provide. So you can upload as many files. I don't know how many files maximum, but so far I've uploaded several files in the PDF form. So this will become so-called knowledge base, from which the GPT would refer or would extract the information to carry out the task by the user, given by the user. Okay, so those are the things. Then you can create the icon for your GPT here. So let me show you examples of instruction that how detailed is the information that you need to put on the instruction here, so that your GPT can function well and as what you have intended that GPT to do. Okay, so I will go back here, and I want to show my own GPT here as an example. So for example here, here is another way or another place where you can create the GPT. Okay, let me show you this one. Project pitching presentation. Prepare a winning project proposal, pitching in the style of McKinsey. McKinsey is a consultant company, right? So if I click this, okay, actually I can also access from here. I can edit this GPT, or I can go back here, show you from here. I can also click the pencil icon here to edit. So there are two ways, from the previous page or from this page. So here, I can edit my GPT. I go to configure. So can you see here the icon that I have generated? When you can click this icon within ChatGPT, because ChatGPT will use DALL-E to create the icon. Then this is a name of, again, the name must be very descriptive, short and concise. Project pitching presentation, and this is the description. This description in the box here will appear under the name of your GPT. So prepare a winning project proposal pitching in the style of McKinsey. Then this is the instruction. Let me enlarge this window. So you can see here, it's a long instruction. Well, it doesn't have to be this long, but as much as you can if you want to provide complete information so that your GPT can function or work as you as you plan or as what you have intended. So upon the user's input, give the following instruction. Okay, so meaning that when the user put the input, the GPT will give this instruction or information. Then ask the following questions. So you ask the GPT to ask the following questions to the user. Who are the target audience? What is the presentation goal? And so on. Then expand the outline with content details. Each slide should contain sufficient detail. A complete consulting presentation typically contains. So you give this information to the GPT, because when GPT create the presentation for the user, it will create based on the structure that you have given in the instruction here. Okay, section 1, section 2, and so on. Okay, section 4. Then the tone. What's the tone of the presentation? Active voice. Write your recommendation in active voice, starting with action words, verbs such as grow and so on. So you can see it's quite lengthy. It's quite detailed, the instruction here. But again, it doesn't have to be this much or this detail. But the principle is you want to provide precisely the instruction so that the GPT can perform the function that you have designed the GPT for. Okay? Right, so let me just try out this one to see how this thing works. Let's say I maybe I start from here. Project pitching presentation. So let's say a user use my GPT. So this is how it looks like. Project pitching presentation by my name here, and this is a short description. Okay, and this is a starter prompt. I forgot to show you the starter prompt just now. I just put one starter prompt. I want to create a compelling project proposal presentation. The user probably will click this one, or maybe they can put their own prompt. Okay, now the GPT will respond, and this response is actually based on what you have put in the instruction. So the GPT will ask who is the target audience, what is the presentation goal, and so on and so forth. Then the user will respond to that, and the conversation will continue until the user will get whatever that she or he asked for in the GPT. Okay, so that's how it works. Now let me show you another example of my GPT. Let's say scenario based learning builder here. So I will click the edit pencil here. Configure. So this is how it looks like. The name, the description, and the instruction. You can see. When prompted with a topic for a lesson plan, engage the user with the following detail. Okay, and these are the instructions that I have given to this GPT. What actions, what questions that the GPT will take, what question you will ask the user. So that interaction and the conversation to get the right information so that the GPT can perform the task given by the user. Close. And here I put a conversation starter, only one prompt, one conversation starter here. Create a lesson plan for me. you can add, I think, up to 4 conversation starters here. Okay, you add, then you can add more. And the knowledge base, yeah, you can upload a file here. Okay, let me show once again. I forgot to show just now for this one. Okay, so this is my conversation starter. I want to create a compelling project proposal presentation, and this is the knowledge base that I have provided for this particular GPT. So I have uploaded 3 file in the PDF format here, and every time this GPT working, and will refer to this file also to extract the information and to tailor to the needs of the user. Okay. After you have created your GPT, maybe I will show you now. um, I will create a dummy GPT here. Okay, create GPT, go to configure. Let's say I want to create a GPT to do something. Create a lesson plan. As simple as that. Then the description is create a lesson plan using, I have this GPT already, but never mind. My favorite here, Garnier 9 events of instruction. Then I give the instruction here as detailed as possible. So I'll just type the instruction here. Okay. Then a conversation starter. Type something here. Okay. As the conversation starter, and upload the file, whatever file that you think necessary. And then you can create you can upload a photo, or you can use DALL-E to create the icon. So let it create the icon. Now that's the icon. If you don't like, of course, you can regenerate again. And then you can click create. Then you can choose only me, anyone with a link, or you want to publish it to GPT Store. And this is how you can get your GPT to be published to be listed in the GPT Store. And I forgot to mention, in my previous video, I mentioned that currently probably about 3 to 4,000 GPT. When I checked later, I didn't realize actually OpenAI has, according to OpenAI, there are a few millions already, a few millions of GPT already created. But in the GPT Store, I think around 160,000 GPT has been listed for public, meaning that because there are some GPT created but only for private use, so you can click only for me. In this case, I don't want to publish because it's just a dummy GPT, or I can choose anyone with link, so I can share my GPT with my students, for example. But in this case, I just do only me. But if you want to publish to GPT Store, if you think your GPT will be useful for the public, and I would really encourage that, then you can click GPT Store, then click share. Okay. So in this case, of course, I don't want to publish it, so I just leave it there. Okay. And you can also delete the GPT. Any GPT that you have created, you can also delete, so you don't have to worry. So I think that's about all. What else that I want to share about GPT here? Maybe in my next video, maybe I want to pick several GPT that I find very useful from the list of GPT that I have here on the sidebar here, which I find very useful for my use case. But maybe I want to make one GPT, so that you can learn, you can see how that GPT probably will be useful for your own use. So I guess that's what all that I want to share about Custom GPT in this video. I hope you will try out some of this GPT so that you can really unleash or harness the power of ChatGPT, because I believe GPT that people have created, many of them will be useful to increase or to improve the productivity of your work, to improve the workflow, your own workflow. And then we can create our own GPT for our own use. Any task, anything that you think can be automated in the form of GPT, do it. Like creating a lesson plan, creating a PowerPoint presentation. But there are many GPT already. Before you create your own, maybe you want to search in the GPT store and see whether those GPT are available. From my experience, when I think of something, then I search in the GPT store, then uh, I will find the GPT there. So you don't have to create or reinvent the wheel, unless if you want to do something very specific for your own task, then you might want to create a new one. Okay, so that's about all. I hope I have given value for your precious time watching this video. And if you have any comment, feedback, or even questions, feel free to post in the comment section and I will try to respond. Okay? So, with that, have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video.